Welcome back, everybody. I am going to be introducing Wireshark to you all. So Wireshark is a packet capture utility, basically letting you either open up a stored packet capture or connect to an interface on your whatever workstation you're running in. So in this case, the virtual machine, choosing an interface on there and being able to capture all the traffic on there. So to start out, I'm going to launch Wireshark. In order to launch it, you have to give it root permissions because it has to be able to bind to that interface. So Kali is the default password. So first thing you need to do, if you're starting up a packet capture, which we're going to do in this example, is select the interface. So F0 is going to be the one that you're going to have on your virtual machine. You can also configure a capture filter, which lets you restrict what traffic will actually be captured. So if you wanted to restrict it down to specifically traffic coming from or going to your host, you could specify a host. You could also specify like a specific port if you're just trying to troubleshoot a specific port issue, or if you want to specify the destination or the remote side, you could also filter it down there as well. But anyways, I'm not going to select that for now, so I'm just going to do F0. You'll see I don't have anything here, but if I come down here and I do a ping, you'll see that you have your echo request and replies. I can also come up here and open up the web browser. And in this case, I'm just going to go to a host on my local network. I'm just running standard Apache web page, but you'll see that that HTTP information is in there. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to, well, I'll leave that up for now. I'm going to stop this capture. So you'll see that it has all of this information here. I haven't done anything with it. One thing I can do is I can go ahead and quit, and you're going to see it asks to save. So I'm going to save it in this case, just to show you how to open a saved capture. So this time I'm going to make sure that I'm not in root. I'm going to go to my home directory, and I'm just going to create a HTTP PCAP. I'm going to switch it over here just because I like PCAP better, but it doesn't have to. You can leave it on the default. I'm going to hit save. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to open up Wireshark. So you'll see I now have that same capture that we were just looking at open in Wireshark. One thing that I can do that I didn't show you is I can actually go back and go export objects and HTTP. And so we can actually see all of the HTTP traffic and files that were sent, and you'll see that the default file name was the web page that I requested. So I can go in here and I can just hit save, and I'm going to do i2.html, actually just pi.html, hit save. I'm going to close that, and now I can come back over here and I'm going to open that. So here's a Kali Pi HTML, and you'll see that it is identical. So you can actually pull different documents, different objects out of the Wireshark capture using that. Depending on how it was transmitted, if it was over SMB, HTTP, HTTP is really probably the one you're going to see the most in the CTF, but outside of that, you might see other stuff. You can also do some manual extraction. I'm not going to go into that, but you can do, you can go in and I'll show this example. So if I go here and I say right click and follow TCP stream, you are able to capture stuff like this and save it to a file, and you would be able to reproduce whatever that object was if you knew the file type and are able to properly encode it. But that's getting a little bit over what we're going to do here. So yeah, that is Wireshark. Again, if you need to filter out certain things, you do have your display filter up here. This doesn't affect what's actually been captured, just what's displayed. So if I only wanted HTTP traffic, I could just come up here and do HTTP, and you'll see that all the TCP and ICMP all gets removed, and it's just the HTTP traffic.